Looks like the lottery is back at San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Hey guys, Jay! Welcome back to the channel. So guys, San Diego Comic-Con is just around the corner, and as always, I will be there along with my good friend Danny Green, as well as the Mad Hatter himself. We're going to have a panel. We're going to have more details about that a little later, but for now, San Diego Comic-Con is just around the corner, guys, and I got to tell you, things are heating up as bidding, that's right, bidding has begun once again. The lottery system has returned at San Diego Comic-Con for exclusives and even some panels. This is kind of crazy, and I wanted to cover that and take a look at what the process is to actually get yourself one of these slots, to actually get yourself an exclusive at San Diego Comic-Con, because this is absolutely crazy, as it always is every year. So without further ado, let's take a look at what the bidding process for this lottery is for 2025. Let's have a look, everybody. Comic-Con is at our doorstep, and just to make things more interesting, or I guess more familiar, what's also back is, of course, the lottery system. That's right, guys. We get to try and gamble our way into getting our exclusives, and even, to a certain degree, getting autographs, getting pretty much anything that certain companies have decided to participate in. Yeah, it's a big thing. Anyway, a lot of people who have attended Comic-Con before know the deal. They know what's going on. But if you've never attended Comic-Con before, I just wanted to give you guys a rundown and see exactly what is interesting, especially for the viewers of this channel, and taking a look at what you can expect. And honestly, you don't want to sleep on this. There's actually only a few days to get this registered, so you can, I guess, choose, if you will, the slots that you are hoping to get. There's no guarantees. You have to actually enter the lottery, and it's literally a lottery. You don't know if you're going to win and if you're going to lose. So that's basically the way it runs. So let's take a look at this and really dig deep into what's actually happening for this lottery, if you will, for San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Once you head over to the member ID, and this is important because if you don't have your member ID, you're not going to go to Comic-Con. So if you haven't already picked up your member ID, it's kind of late. So everybody, this only applies to people who already have their member ID and already have their tickets for San Diego Comic-Con 2025. So first things first, log into your existing member ID, which I've already done. And of course, I'm going to head over to the exclusives portal, Comic-Con exclusives portal. Clicking on that link will send us over to the portal itself. And this, of course, it's kind of, the way it's all laid out is a little bit, not as intuitive as you might think, but it's pretty simple. We're going to go through everything. So scrolling down, you can see the event details, Comic-Con 2025 exclusive portals between Wednesday 23rd, preview day, and July 27th, which is Sunday. And then, of course, it goes on. CC25 exclusive submissions of interest. Comic-Con 2025, July 24th to 27th, preview night 2023rd. The 23rd. Welcome to the Comic-Con 2025 exclusive portal. You must have a badge to participate. Then it goes on to say, exclusive submissions of interest. Participating and completing the checkout process for the exclusive portal provides you the opportunity to be possibly randomly selected for your chosen exclusives. There's the key. Possibly randomly selected for your chosen exclusives. What the heck does that even mean? Possibly randomly selected for your chosen exclusives. Wow. That is quite the conundrum there. Adding an exclusive to your cart does not guarantee that your selection to participate in the desired exclusives. Participants are selected randomly for exclusives. A selection confirmation is valid for that specific exclusive only. So basically, as they're saying, this is a lottery, guys. This is a lottery, and you may or may not get your chosen selected time slot, and that's what we're going to be talking about here. So let's take a look at this. Right now, let's go ahead. Enter, register Comic-Con 2025 exclusive portal, so your name should be right here, ready to go, and click Add to Cart. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. It's a checkout thing. I'm not sure exactly why they have it set that way, but that's just what it is. Anyway, so before we do that, let's take a look at the exclusives themselves. So there are multiple tabs here at the top. We just went through the entire exclusive submissions of interest, eligibility, and blah, blah, blah. The next tab is, of course, CC25 exclusive credits. Now, this one is much more interesting because you only have a certain number of credits each day. So, too long didn't read. Basically, each allotment of your credits, there will be 7 for Wednesday, Thursday is 12, Friday is 12, Saturday is 12, and Sunday is 12. You have up to all of these amounts of credits, basically tickets in a lottery, to try and choose what it is that you want. And it'll be a lot more evident once we get to that stage. Now, there are 2025 exclusive signings, and this is very interesting, so we'll take a look at these first. So, Comic-Con 2025 is happy to announce this year's exclusive signings for Comic-Con 2025. You must have a valid Comic-Con badge for the signing of interest. Please read the description below before submitting your interest. Disclaimer, the dates are final while the times are subject to change. So that's interesting. So, on Thursday, July 24th, there will be the Mattel Creations Presents Mattel Comics signing from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's really cool if you're interested in like Master Universe, Barbie. Apparently, Mattel is starting up a brand new comics division, so that's fascinating. So definitely, if you're into that, you definitely want to be able to grab a 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Opportunity. The Percy Jackson and the Olympians WWE fan panel meet and greet. That's freaking awesome. I know that Danny's going to want to get into that. So 12:45 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. DC Scott Snyder and Josh Williamson, and the DC Jim Lee signing. Oni Lion Forge, Brian Lee O'Malley will be from 3:30 p.m. and 5 p.m. All of you Scott Pilgrim fans out there. NCIS Tony and Ziva from 5:30 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. That's on Thursday, the first day. Friday, July 25th, there will be a Mattel Creations panel presents Monster High Cosplay Meetup. That's weird. I didn't know you needed a ticket to actually go meet up for cosplay. That's so strange. 10 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. Mattel Creations presents Master of the Universe Cosplay Meetup. Really strange. Again, not understanding why that is, but it's from 11 a.m. to 11:45 p.m. Special SDCC autograph signing with Felicia Day. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. Wow, there he is. Still as popular as ever. Todd McFarlane exclusive Comic-Con signing sessions. Spooktacular signings. Meet the ghouls behind the design. DC All In. Forging Eternia. Now, this is the one that I'm really interested in. I really want to find out what this is. Masters of the Universe design panel. Now, the design team at Master Universe just won an award, which I did a video on, so I'm really interested in seeing this panel. 12:15 p.m. to 1 p.m. That's going to be awesome. Celebrating Era's crash course in Jurassic World design. That's really cool. 1:45 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. I think a lot of dinosaur fans will definitely want to see that one. DC Tom King, Solar Opposite signings, King of the Hill signings at 5:45 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. would be the last one. And then on Saturday, July 26th, there's going to be an American Dad signing, a Spartacus House of the Author, autographed cast of the creator, Mattel Creation Design Panel, which again, I'm very interested in seeing this, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Bob's Burgers at 11 a.m., Coyote versus Acme at 11:30 a.m., The Simpsons signing at 1:15 p.m., Pingu Trivia, Newt and Newt Challenge at 1:30 p.m., Todd McFarlane exclusive Comic-Con signing session at 2 p.m., DC's Matt Fraction for 2 p.m., Futurama signing at 2 p.m., Oni Line Forge at 4:45 p.m. So those are all of the possible autographs that you can get, and then there are the actual Comic-Con 2025 exclusives, and it's pretty simple on these ones. There is only a handful of participating companies with this one. Comic-Con is proud to partner with the following companies that will be exhibiting at Comic-Con 2025. Please review the different following companies before submitting interest. So the companies that are participating in the lottery this year are Bandai / Tamashii Nations, booth 3329, Fantasy Flight Games, booth 2913E, Funko over at 5341, Jazwares at booth 3513, and of course Mattel, which is the big interest for me, at 2945. So that's going to be top of mind for myself. Pop Mart at booth 134 and UCC Distributing at 5613. Okay, now that we've gone through all the particulars, let's actually register one of these things because this is going to be quite the ordeal, I got to tell you. So click on Add to Cart, bottom of the screen. Once it refreshes, you'll be sent to this page right here, which is, again, a little bit daunting. If you were just to land on this, it would be very, very difficult to understand what exactly you're seeing. First of all, let's take a look at what's available for Wednesday. So clicking on here, you can see that there's a credit limit of 7. Now, this is important because Wednesday, as the preview day, there's only 7 credits because, again, there's not as many people are attending, so this is why there's actually a limited number of tickets. When you click on this, you'll actually see there's a whole list of different options here. So you can see 100% soft booth Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. It wasn't even listed, as far as I could tell, on the original list. It just says 100% soft booth. If anybody knows what that is, please let us know. There's also a Jazwares booth availability. Now you can see the times as well. This is important because you have to be there at that time. You can't just willy-nilly go up and say, hey, I'd like to buy something, even though you got a lottery ticket. That's not how that works. You're bidding on the time slot that you'd like to maybe win, and that's really important because there are only several time slots, and they're only about a half an hour each for this soft booth, as you can see here. For Jazwares, though, it's about an hour. You can see Jazz Booth Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., and there are 2 slots, 5:30 to 6 and 6:30 to 7. So that's all that's available during that time. Again, because the show actually closes at around 8 o'clock, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or is it 9 o'clock? Anyway, from Mattel Creations, you can see here there are actually 3 spots for the SDCC exclusives from Wednesday 6 to 7, 7 to 8, and 8 to 9. So just for argument's sake, I'm going to go ahead and choose one of the slots here from, let's say, 8 to 9, right? So then once that's been selected, what you want to do is you want to click Add. I just want to go through the rest of it. There's also 2 Pop Mart available slots from 6 to 8 and 7 to 8. And then Tamashii Nations, and this one's really important, from 6 to 7 p.m., 7 to 8 p.m., and 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. So, I'm really interested in the Tamashii Nations booth. I'm going to go ahead and select that, and I am going to add that to my selection. Now, watch this. This is important. I want to blow my load, so to speak, on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take up 7 full slots to try my best at a lottery. Remember, guys, this is a lottery. So, you know what? That's not that smart. I'm going to try for half of that. I'm going to try for 4 slots at this time, 8 to 9, and I'm going to go ahead and say Add. So once I put Add, it will reset and actually confirm, as you can see here, that it's been successfully added. Tamashii Nations, and you can actually see all of the different available exclusives for this year. So as you can see, they're right here, and it's also listed Son Ho Gohan, Great Ape Vegeta, Great Demon King Piccolo, and of course, the SH Monster Arts Godzilla. Now, reservations will be sold as a first come, first serve. Daily quantities will be split between Tamashii Nation booth 3329 and Godzilla booth 3345. So basically, if you want to get the Godzilla booth, you have 2 chances. It's kind of like a little bit of a split. So that's crazy. So guys, this is what you have to be aware of once you're doing this. So hit OK, and then I'm going to go back because I still have 3 credits left. And I'm just gonna say that let's try for a 7 to 8 p.m. slot, and I'm going to add the rest of my tickets, my lottery tickets, for that one. And I'm gonna hit Add, and there we go. Once again, I have the 7 o'clock to 8 p.m. slot. Again, my lottery tickets are going towards that, just for all these. So I'm gonna hit OK. Perfect. So those have been added to, and you can see all the totals that are added here. It's kind of crazy, but there you go. And that's gonna keep filling up because now all of my available slots are completely done. And actually, Wednesday's gone, as you can see here. Wednesday is completely gone. Now we're going to try for the Thursday options, okay? So the Thursday options, we're going to go for credit limit. I have now 12 tickets, but look how many more slots there are. There's a ton more slots. So this is crazy. So let's just go through them. So according to this, 100% soft booth, there's a half an hour, they do half an hour slots, which is weird. Fantasy Flight Games, I believe, finally has opened up their booth, and this is not preview day, this is actually the first day of participation, and they're doing from 10 o'clock, another slot at 12 p.m., another slot at 1 p.m., and another slot at 2 p.m. So that's their slots. Funko is now also available from Thursday at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they have several slots all the way until the end of the day. Jazwares has also opened up their time slots from 9 a.m., 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 again as well. So that's fascinating. And then Mattel Creations, once again, Thursday, 9:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 11:30 a.m., 12:30 a.m., 30 p.m., and 2:30 p.m. as well. Now again, as you can see, they ended it off at 3:30, which I'm wondering around 4:30 if they give an hour or so to open the floor. Again, I'm not really sure how that works out, but that's a possibility. The Pop Mart booth also has availability from these times, and Tamashii Nations once again is from Thursday starting at 9:30, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., 12:30 to 1:30. So they looks like they give half an hour breaks in between as well. This is interesting. 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. That's great for Tamashii Nations. UCC Distributing as well has all their time slots. Now here is what's really interesting. They have the exclusive signings beginning on Thursday. So now we do have the Brian Lee O'Malley, Scott Pilgrim, Lost at Sea, Seconds, and Snot Girl signing, which you can sign up for. The Jim Lee signing for DC. Mattel Creations presents Mattel Comics. Now remember, that's the one that I was really interested in. So I'm interested in picking that one up again. NCIS, Tony and Ziva signing. Red Sonja, Percy Jackson, Scott Snyder, and Josh Williamson, and the WWE fan panel meet. And this is the one I think that we're going to go for today. We're going to try, it's presented by Mattel, and we're going to try for, let's say, 6 of our slots, okay? So we're going to add those here. Once again, it's going to give us our successfully added quantities, and we can meet several different superstars who are going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, and there are limited spots available. So let's hit OK, and let's go back, and we will take a look one more time. And just because, you just never know, right? We don't know if we're going to get that Tamashii Nations. So let's go ahead for a 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. a.m. slot, and let's try for all 6 and say, all right, so there we go. We've once again tried. Because again, this is a lottery, guys. That's the important thing about this. This is a lottery, so give me that a shot. Now all of our Thursday slots are gone, so now we're going to go to the Friday options. So now it's very much the same. We already know what the deal is. So let's check if there's anything interesting. Because obviously Soft Booth is there, Flight is there, Funko Booth is there, Jazwares is there, Mattel Creations, Pop Mart, Tamashii Nations, UCC Distributing. Now here's the interesting. Adam Cesar is signing this day. Same thing with Alien, Earth signing. Brian Lee O'Malley again, celebrating the eras, Crash Course in Jurassic World design. That's very cool. DC All In, talent signing. That's really cool. So possibly new talent for artists and maybe writers. Forging Eternia. Oh my gosh. I really want to go to this panel. But we're going to leave it for now. And then, so that's only on this day, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Jim Lee and Jeff Lobb. King of the Hill signing. Mattel presents the Master of the Universe Cosplay Meetup. Really strange that there actually is a thing that you actually have to sign up tickets for. I think that's weird. But anyway, Mattel Creations presents Monster High Cosplay Meetup, Outlander and Outlander, Phineas and Ferb, Primitive War, talent signing as well, with all these different authors and illustrators, I guess. Solar Opposites signing, special SDCC autograph signing with Felicia Day. Wow, that's interesting. Obviously, she's been in a ton of things. Spectacular signing with a meet and greet behind the design. Todd McFarlane exclusive Comic-Con signings. Tom King, he's got 2 different signings. That's interesting. And The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. So yeah, these are all great opportunities for the Friday. Let's check Saturday. So Saturday, anything different on this day? We got Funko, we got Jazwares, Tamashii Nations, Adam, American Dad signings now. Bob's Burgers signing, we have one of those. Two opportunities for Brian Lee O'Malley. Coyote versus Acme signing. Futurama signings. Mattel Creations design panel, which is awesome. Really love to see that. Matt Fraction signing, Paradise signing, Pingu Trivia, Newt Challenge, Simpson signing, Spartacus, the House of Archer, and Todd McFarlane's exclusive Comic-Con signings. And then we're not going to be able to attend Sunday, but let's take a look at what's available on the Sunday. Mostly just exclusives. Actually, no, it's all exclusives. There is no signings on, at least according to this, it doesn't look like there's any signings on Sunday. So it's just Soft Booth, Flight Games booth, Funko booth, Jazwares booth, Mattel Creations, Pop Mart, Tamashii Nations, and UCC District. All right, guys. So once that's all completed, you do have you can double check all of the choices that you made. Go through the whole thing, and you can click on checkout. Now, I got to warn you. Once you click on checkout, it's been my experience that this is pretty much it. You don't have a second option to try again. This is basically locking in all your choices, and once you've checked out, you can review your checkout one last time, but that's it. And once it's checked out, it's finished, and all your choices have been locked in. So yeah, guys, that is the lottery. I'm just gonna say it that way. That is the lottery process for San Diego Comic-Con 2025. And best of luck to everybody who's trying to get their exclusive signings, their exclusives at certain booths. The ones I'm really interested in, of course, are Mattel Creations and, of course, Tamashii Nations. And, of course, if you're into any of the Funkos or the Pop Marts or the Soft Booth, you guys have to get in line and possibly get a lottery ticket winning your slot through the San Diego Comic-Con portal. All right, guys. I hope this has been informative. And, of course, best of luck to everybody. Don't sleep on this. The final day to check out for your exclusives is the 17th, so it's not too far away. Best of luck to everybody, and we'll see you at San Diego Comic-Con 2025. The truth is that this lottery system is actually kind of a good idea. I mean, it allows for people to actually have a chance at getting these exclusives, as, again, with a lottery, it sort of guarantees to you that you will at least have a slot at some point of the day during the weekend to try and get these things. Now, because it's a lottery, you still have to bid for them. You have 12 slots per day to try and get yourself a spot for your favorite exclusive, or your favorite, I guess, certain exclusive, what they call panels. And yeah, it's a bit of a process, but I think you'll see that it is rather fair. The problem being is that, honestly, sometimes around Sunday or Saturday, this kind of becomes moot, because it's sort of, depending on who it is that's actually doing or participating in the lottery, sometimes they just open up the floor afterwards to, after a certain time, which is why it's certain ones only go until about 3 o'clock. And then afterwards, I think it's a free-for-all. Everybody can actually get in line and try their best. So it is a bit of a catch-22, but in a lot of ways, the lottery system really does at least give a little less stress to everybody else who's attending at that moment, if you're able to get a slot. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. What are your thoughts about the lottery system for San Diego Comic-Con? Are you guys in on the lottery? And do you think that you'll be able to secure a spot for your special exclusive or panel that you're hoping to attend, signing autographs and such? Or are you absolutely appalled by the fact that there is a lottery system and you'd rather just let everybody get in line like always and try their luck, which really has its hit or misses. Let me tell you, I lined up for the Master Universe, Prince Adam, and He-Man 2-pack, and I gotta tell you, I came up empty every single time. Let me know those comments in the comment section below, guys. Toy News continues in 2025, everybody. As a matter of fact, I covered the fact that Mask had a brand new 40th anniversary edition of Rhino, the mobile defense unit. You can take a look at that video right here, and I'll see you guys there. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Am I right? Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.